Hi there. So it's Analogy Day again. I realized that a lot of my coaching with my clients, a lot of my hypnosis stuff is done with stories and metaphors and analogies, because that stuff, you realize it on a conscious level, but then it sinks in deeper without you even knowing about it. I love that. The power of being powerful in your own life, aside from the programs that may still be lingering in there. I heard something this morning and it really hit home because it's us. I know you guys are out there. I can hear you. Why is she always telling us to practice the breathing and practice the meditation and practice being calm and being anchored to center, being grounded? Because she wants to hear herself talk. I don't know. Sometimes. But no, it's because the practice is necessary. Now, part of you knows that because it knows that you could have sat in front of a steno machine or in front of your mask or whatever. And if you did nothing else, you'd still be in the same place you were in. Nothing would have changed. Nothing would have gotten better. Nothing, you would have learned nothing. And then in learning nothing, you would have not been able to make the something that you actually learned go faster. And that's the name of the game. Learn the thing and then make it faster, get certified, get out and get working. It really is that simple. We try to make it so complicated. So why do you practice on the machine? Why do you practice dictation? Why the hell do you do that? Because the school said to? Why do you do that? You practice at high speeds, and then you practice for accuracy, and you practice till sometimes you feel like you got nothing left to practice. You're spent. But why are you doing that? Well, I know when I have a really hard, fast day, that makes me a better reporter. I'm struggling to keep up. I'm pushing myself to go faster, to be more accurate, to stay on top of it. I'm challenging myself to do that. Why? I could just sit back and slap the keys. I could. It would take me a little bit more effort, and my scopus would be pissed at me, but I could make a sloppy, accurate record and still make the same amount of money. So why don't I do that? Because I know that challenging myself makes me better at my craft. It's my craft. It's not a reflection of my value, but it is a reflection of my effort. So why do we practice? We practice so that we're ready for the next big challenging thing, so that we're on top of it instead of it being on top of us, which is not a great feeling. So when I say to you, perhaps you might consider waking up first thing in the morning and doing 5 minutes. But you could do it while you're in the freaking bathroom. 5 minutes of a morning meditation, setting your intentions for the day. What do I want the day to unfold like for me? What would I love? I would love to be calm, to be feeling like I'm in control, to feel competent, to feel confident, to feel loving and accepting, and to have the day flow to me instead of me racing, upstream, trying to catch what it is that I think I want upstream, which, as Abraham Hicks says, there is nothing that you want that's upstream. Will you just stop for a moment and let your boat turn back around, pull the oars in, and let the river take you downstream? Everything you want is actually downstream, which is a different analogy than climbing a mountain, but the result could be the same. So why do we practice? Well, let me ask you, if you lived in a different environment and you had wild animals that could come out of nowhere and chase you and have you for lunch, somewhere along the line, you would have probably thought that being able to run and run fast was a really good skill to have, because it might just save your life. Now, what if you knew that logically? Yeah, I should do that. I really should do that. But I've got other things to do here on this savannah. I'm gonna ponder the meaning of life. I'm gonna make a basket. I'm gonna play with my kids. I'm gonna do something, I don't know, but I'm not gonna practice running fast. Chances are there won't be an animal today that runs faster than me that eats me. But for the rest of us who are kind of like, I don't want to have that be a concern. And it's not going to kill me to just, put some effort into practicing so that I have that skill honed to a point where I can turn it on in an instant. And it may just save my life. We practice to be good enough to meet the next challenges that are coming. We practice to be good enough, to be fast enough to overcome all kinds of challenges and obstacles that we have no idea what's coming. And it is that part of our brain that fears the unknown. And so it's so strange. The part that actually is afraid of the unknown is also afraid to have you try something different for fear that it will even be a bigger threat. Test taking. Don't do that. That feels bad when you take tests and you usually fail. Well, usually, but I'm not worried about how many I haven't passed anymore. I'm worried about how many I have ahead of me that I am going to pass and what I'm going to do to be ready, to be quick enough, to be fast enough, to be practiced enough, to be on top of that next challenge that's in front of me, the next test, the next speed, the next certificate, the next job. I'm going to do my effort. I'm going to lay the foundation and the groundwork, and I'm going to be ready. Because that's kind of the name of the game. To tell yourself there will be variables, there will be changes, there will be things you don't anticipate, especially in the working world. But that's okay, because I'm a court reporter, and besides dogged determination, relentless determination, I'm flexible. And I am a problem solver, and I can put a whole lot of dots together and figure things out quickly. And it makes me look kind of brilliant. And I'm just, I don't know, COD, ADHD, just incredibly hyper vigilant. Doesn't matter what you call it. You're a court reporter. And that is way beyond a cut above. And for those of you even who are students, I want you to start thinking in terms of, I am a court reporter in training. I am a court reporter going through speeds until I have gone through the speed at which I will feel comfortable going out and taking jobs, because I'll have that cushion of speed to fall back on. I have comfort, I have confidence, I have competence. I can do this. I know you can. Start telling yourself that's what you expect, because your brain, the world, coincidentally will give you most of what you expect is going to happen, be it good or be it bad. So expect the good stuff. Be prepared for the hard stuff. The hard stuff you're doing now is going to make the other stuff later easier. You're laying down the foundation. You're doing the work. I ask you to just add a couple of steps into your work. The breathing, the meditation, the coming back to center, being calm, being anchored, being grounded. From that place, you have power, you have awareness, and you have strength. I love you guys. Have a great day. I'm going to go do 3 doctors today, and in between number 2 and number 3, I have another deposition. It's going to be a busy, busy day. And the 3 doctors are on a case where the trial is next week. So they're probably going to be expedited. Okay, that's a challenge. That's a little bit more unknown than I was ready for. And there might be more. Love you guys. Tackle it. You can.